Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Miss Coffee here, and today we're back with something a little bit different. Now, you guys know I love showing you all kinds of tools when it comes to diamond painting, right? So, when companies reach out, typically if I feel like it's something that you guys could really get into or really like, of course I tell them yes. So, I was contacted by the folks over at, I want to say it's Sicotool, and they asked me if I'd be willing to show one of their electric diamond painting pens. And you guys seem to be on this new thing with the electric diamond painting pens, so I'm going to give you all the options if I can. So, of course, I said yes. And so, what did they send me? Ta-da! They sent me one of their electric diamond painting pens, and of course, it had like plastic and stuff over it. This is available over on Amazon. I will have all the details of this pen in the description box of the video. So, when you open up the box, I'm seeing a tube. I'm seeing this little box. I'm seeing a little tray. I'm seeing some cords and another little part of a tube. I'm seeing this black pen. And then I'm seeing this thing. Hopefully some instructions, because what is all this? So when you open it up, it's telling you how to use the pen. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. Please tell me you sent me this without instructions. Okay, so product description, and of course it kind of shows you how to put this together. So let's see if we can put it together based on the diagram here. So we're gonna get that out of the plastic. This is the little piece that you need. I'm gonna guess that when you're not using it, this just rests in here like this. So that little hole for your diamond painting pen. And bum ba da bum 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 bum. So we're gonna put this tube in here. So that little short tube, we're going to kind of stick it on the nozzle here. We're going to attempt to stick it on the nozzle here. We're going to possibly stick it on the nozzle here. It might take a little finesse to get this on there, because it's got to go on there nice and snug, right? Because you don't want the air to come out and like pop it off. And then, of course, we're going to put this little piece on here. And again, might take a little bit of finesse. I'm already seeing that on the bottom, there we go. On the bottom, there's some non-slip grips so that when you're diamond painting, it's not going to slide all over your table. And then we're going to put this hose on the other side. And it wasn't too bad getting that one on there, so this one shouldn't be bad as well. And we're going to get it all the way on there to the little, there's like a little lip on there that kind of indicates where you should stop. So you see the little lip there. Same on this side, so I left a little space so you could see it. So we're going to push that on there just a little bit more. Okay. And then, of course, you would attach that to this. Now, you do not need wax with these pens because they're electric, boogie woogie woogie. So we're going to go ahead and attach these on here, and you want that all the way on there, just like that. And it looks like that's how you attach it. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about the little flimsy cord. I kind of feel like that would get in the way a little bit. And then, of course, you have your USB cord. So we are going to... Of course, we got to plug it up. And it just has like the USB cord. So again, if you have like a charge block, or if you have one of the surge protectors that has a USB cord. Now, I will say that the USB cord is not at all long enough. This is not long enough. I'm sitting at a table right now, and there's an electric socket right next to me, and there is no way that that's going to be long enough. So it literally is not long enough. But we're gonna do the best we can with what we got. So they need a longer cord already for the USB, I can tell you that. There's a power button and a start button here. There's also an LED light on this. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you the LED light because the cord is so small. Let me see if I can use a different cord. I have a longer cord that I can use because the cord that they gave, and I know they're going to watch, so if they're looking for feedback, obviously, this is not long enough. You need this to be at least twice the size of this because most people aren't diamond painting on the floor. And here in the US, our sockets are usually closer to the ground, not up in the sky. So, like, I mean, you might live in a place where it's higher up, but where I live and where I do my videos, it's lower to the ground. And I'm not sitting on the floor of the diamond paint, so this little, like, I don't know, maybe 6-inch cord is not going to do anything, right? This isn't going to do a whole lot of nothing. So let me go get a different cord. All right, so I got a different cord. Now this cord, as you can tell, is way longer, right? Way longer than this little tiny cord that they gave with the actual diamond painting pen. So we need the cord that comes with this to be double the size of this, because this isn't going to do anything. So I got another cord, so let's see if this cord will work with this. I'm going to plug it in. We're going to plug this in. And it does work. It does work, so that's a plus. So it tells us that the battery is low. So it's low, medium, and high. We have a power button. I think it has to charge. Nope, I just had to keep pressing the button. So there's your LED light. It's pretty bright. I have to admit, that is pretty bright. Let me close the window here. So you can see there is an LED light function on this particular pen, which is really cool, right? And that's low. There's your suction. Can you hear it? It's just a little like, that's medium. That's high. So you just press and hold to change the light. And that also adjusts the light here. You just got to press and hold it. I thought it was just going to be, oh, it is a tap. Okay, so this is just a tap. All right, so let's read some instructions. Let's read some instructions because obviously I don't know what I'm doing. It says, of course, you want to charge it, and it tells you like your diamond painting tray and all your things. Power on. Press and hold the light button for 2 seconds to turn auxiliary light on and off. Okay, so we're going to press and hold it, and it turns the light off. Charging, power on. Hold it for 3 seconds on the device. The power will stand by. Press to start. There we go. All right. To power off, press and hold for 3 seconds. Okay. So, I can hear it. So you can kind of see. That high suction works really well. All right, so let's try it with some diamonds, shall we? So we're gonna try it with some diamonds. Again, I have some thoughts. But we'll share those at the end. So I have a bag of diamonds here, and we're just gonna test out to see how well each mode does with the pins. So we're gonna grab a couple of diamonds here, and of course you can't multi-place with it. There was no multi-placer that came with it. But if you're looking to essentially get started using the electric pins, I feel like this will be a really good idea. So on low, it was able to pick up the diamond. It's nice and secure on there because of the suction, so you don't have to worry about it like falling off. So on low, it does really good. And then of course on medium, you can see it also picks up. And without having to use wax or putties or anything like that. And then, of course, if you work in an area that isn't lit up the best, you'll have the auxiliary light as well. So I feel like this is a really good product, but I do have some criticisms here. So we're going to do some constructive criticism here. So let me go ahead and put these diamonds back in their bag. So this item, like I said, is available right now on Amazon. It's budget friendly. And there's a 20% off coupon when you click the code at the bottom before you click buy. So I would say take advantage of that code as well. But let's talk about it real quick. Let's do our pros and cons of the electric pen. Now, one, I do like it, right? I do like it. It's very cute. I like the fact that it's pink for our little girly pops that like to diamond paint. But there are men that diamond paint as well, so having it maybe like a neutral color instead of just like pink color might be a better bet. I know there's probably more women that diamond paint than men, but not all women like pink, right? So I would say a more neutral color like a gray or a black or maybe like a pastel yellow or a pastel green, but a more neutral color for the base here is probably going to be beneficial because you'll bring in a bigger audience versus just women who like pink, because again, not all women like pink. Some people won't even really care about that little tiny detail, but you know, I have to look at all the things. To the hose part, I'm not the biggest fan of the hose part because if something punctures that hose, you would have to wrap that in like tape or something to get the suction to work properly. And the hose is a thick material. Like I can tell that it is very like good quality. But if say you have a pet, whether it be small, so like myself, I have 2 ferrets. If my ferrets were to get a hold of this and chomp down on it one time, they're piercing a hole in this. I don't see my dogs getting a hold of this, but if your dog likes rubber items like a rubber ball or something, and they feel this texture, they're probably going to try to go after this. So I would say keep it out of reach of pets and also small children especially that are possibly teething, because again, if you puncture that hose, it's going to be pretty much you having to tape it up. So I'm not a fan of the hose function on this. I do wish it came all in one piece and maybe wrapped in something so that you couldn't get to this rubbery part, because leaving it like this makes it very, very vulnerable for accidents to happen. I do like the fact that it has a holder for the pen when you're not using it, but it does take up a little bit of space because of the hose. Now the hose, of course, you can bend it around and do all the things with it, so you can kind of tuck it away if you need to, but there's still that hose on there and you don't want to essentially leave it in a spot where it's like just out here like this for a long time, because it could dry out and crack the hose or something. I do like the functionality of this. It is a little bit difficult to try to maneuver. So like having to press and hold on this and then having to press it a few more times for the suction to come on and then having to use this, but you can also use this. It's a little bit confusing to use. But it does have instructions, and I'm sure after you've used it a few times, it will get a little bit easier to understand and know how to use it. But just coming straight out of the box as someone who's never seen this before and is trying to use it, it is a little bit confusing to get to know. It does work really well. It was able to pull skin even on the lowest setting, so the suction on it is really good. I like the fact that it's USB, so you don't have to worry about batteries. I like the fact that it has the light on it, because again, as someone who diamond paints, and even though I don't diamond paint as much nowadays, when I do look at diamond paintings over on Twitch when we do show and tells, some folks I've noticed work in darker areas, so that little light is actually really beneficial to those folks that have lights or need extra lighting for their diamond painting. So if you're someone who necessarily doesn't have a light box or whatever, and you need a little bit of extra light, it does have like that LED function on the side over here. So I like the fact that it does have a light on it. I like the fact that it does have multiple modes. I'm not sure why you would need multiple modes though. Like if we just had a medium mode, that would probably that would eliminate having to have a low and a high mode. I'm not sure again why you would need them unless you have like bigger diamonds, but if you have bigger diamonds, most people just kind of use like tweezers or something like that. But I think that they could eliminate the low, medium, high, just have the medium, and could have just left it at that. Like again, I do like the light. I don't like the hose. The pen itself is a small pen. I would say make the pen a little bit thicker, just because we have a lot of friendos that diamond paint that, you know, have issues with their hands, whether it be like arthritis or cerebral palsy or what have you. Having a thicker pen is going to be able to help our friendos that, you know, have issues with their hands and don't like holding, or it's not comfortable for them to hold these smaller pens like this. So I would definitely say go after a bigger pen on this. But overall, for the price point, for the price point, I would have to say it's right on point, right? It's exactly what you're going to, what you'll be able to use, and it works perfectly fine. I would say that the cord for it also needs to be bigger, because this little cord isn't going to do a whole lot of hill of the beans for nobody. Please, please, please include a bigger cord, because this is too small. It's not, like, from my desk to the outlet, I would literally have to have this sitting on my lap in order to use it, which means that the cord is going to have to get stretched, because if I'm diamond painting up here, but I have to have the thing way down here, I'm not going to be able to reach as far, because the cord is going to be like out of reach. So I would definitely say make the outlet cord a little bit bigger. So but if you're looking for a diamond painting pen that is electric, that you just want to kind of test it out, see how you like it, I would 100% say try them out. Again, there is a 20% discount code on Amazon as of the recording of this video. When you just click the box that says 20% off, it'll give you 20% off your purchase. Huge thank you to the folks over at Sicotool for sending this out to me and contacting me. I really appreciate it. Overall, it gets a Miss Coffee thumb up. I won't give it 2 thumbs up, because there are a few things that I wish that they would change, like the cord and the this thing and the hose here, you know, getting in your way while you're diamond painting. But they do get a thumbs up from Miss Coffee. I would say it's worth the money, because it isn't very expensive. Like, it's not more than $30. So for the price point, it is exactly what you would want to see when you're buying something, so that you can test it out. So if you're wanting to test out the electric pens, I would say try this one. It is a really good pen. Again, I wish the pen was bigger. I do wish the cord was bigger. The hose is a little worrisome, but overall, you do get instructions with it. They do have customer service if you need help with anything, or if it comes for some reason and doesn't work. So it's good to know that they have customer service and everything. But again, huge thank you to Sicotool for sending this over. I really appreciate it, and huge thank you to you for watching. Now, if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to them as soon as I possibly can. But you guys, until next time, take care of yourselves, keep and stay crafty, my friends, and I will see you in the next one. And whether that be on YouTube or over on Twitch, either way, I'll see you when I see you. And don't forget to be kind to others, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Be courteous, because it's the right thing to do, and always stay cool. Bye, guys.